KHOU 11 investigates, uncovers thousands of school computers worth millions have gone missing.
When COVID-19 closed school doors, districts rushed to connect kids online. But as Jeremy Rogowski explains, some schools are now scrambling to get those devices back.
The pandemic pushed online learning into overdrive. But after the surge in connectivity, some districts are now seeing a wave of unreturned devices. 27,000 missing computers and hotspots across the largest Houston area districts at a cost of some $10 million.
We do need those devices back.
Fort Bend ISD has seen around 5,000 devices gone missing, about 11% of what it checked out during the pandemic.
Is that a number we wanted to see? Absolutely not. But it's the reality, and we've been working on it diligently to get those devices back in the hands of the district.
Across town, Aldine ISD doubled those numbers, with more than 10,000 missing devices, the most for any large school district in the greater Houston area.
22% of all devices are missing. Is that where you want to be?
No, of course not.
Chief of Staff Shalia Reed says more than half of those computers were nearing end of useful life.
The good news is that between getting rid of those devices because they were old or kind of getting them off the books, and then also because of philanthropic support, we were able to get new devices.
Across Texas, the state's Operation Connectivity helped to fund and acquire about 4.5 million new devices during the pandemic. With such a massive undertaking, project lead Gabby Rose says some level of loss is not out of the norm.
For any large entity that is handing out many devices, especially if they're doing that all in one fell swoop, the expected industry standard for loss is in the 10 to 12% range.
Records show nearly all of Greater Houston's large school districts fall below that industry loss standard, with several missing only 1% or less. But two districts, Conroe and Spring ISD, don't know how many devices are lost. They're still updating their inventories.
There has to be a yearly, annual plan for reassessing where a school district is.
The last thing anybody wants is what?
The last thing anybody wants is for us to go backward from the gains that we have made around connectivity and technology during COVID.
So how many devices are missing at your child's school district? You can find out in this interactive map online or on the KHOU 11 app.